India Today has now exclusively accessed Aryan Khan's drug chats with actor Ananya Pandey and friends, including some star kids. In fact, Aryan Khan has been found talking about bulk buying of narcotic substances in his chats with Achit Kumar, an alleged drug peddler. The chat indicates that Aryan Khan ordered wheat worth 80,000 rupees from Achit Kumar for consumption with friends. India Today is the only channel to have accessed these explosive drug chats. In one of those chats, dated back in 2019, Aryan Khan inquires about weed, says that he will take it from Ananya in secret. Ananya in response says it's in demand. In the second chat India Today has accessed, Ananya says she is in the business during discussions on drugs. Aryan Khan says Aryan asks Ananya in that chat that if she has bought weed, to which she replies that she is getting it. The third chat there in that group says that Aryan Khan is talking about, in fact, he is talking about talking to two friends earlier this year, where he said, let's do some cocaine tomorrow, and jokingly adds that he is going to get his friends caught by the NCB. The irony here. You have Mustafa Sheikh and Divyesh, of course, joining us for more details on that, who've been tracking the story relentlessly. Mustafa, over to you. Here are some of those chats that are quite explosive, considering that the Bombay High Court will be hearing Aryan Khan's bail plea today. Do you think that this is incriminating evidence enough for the NCB to hold him back a little longer in custody? Or is this just going to be supportive evidence, not meaty enough for the court to order an extension of custody?
Ground for the NCB to oppose Aryan Khan's bail, because since day one they have mentioned to this WhatsApp chats. First was with a foreign national whom they have not been able to trace, but Aryan Khan's chat with Ananya Pandey is very much clear. And also, to add to it, Ananya Pandey's statement has been recorded 2 times. So it could be something that the NCB lawyers would keep as something which they'll have to show to the judge only. Maybe it could be Ananya Pandey's statement that could be incriminating of Aryan Khan's. But yes, what the defense lawyers will press on is that we are not discussing evidences here. What we are discussing that on whether the bail should be given or not given on the grounds. If Aryan Khan comes out of bail, whether it affects the investigation. These will be the grounds for the bail. We'll have to wait and see, because, for example, Mukul Rohatgi had earlier spoken with India Today, and he has clearly said that there were no consumptions or no possession found with Aryan Khan. At the same point of time, he doesn't have a criminal background, so he should be released. But the NCB insists on a drug racket. We'll have to wait and see how all these arguments pan out today when the senior counsels argue in the Bombay High Court. Back to you.
Well, let me cut across to Divyesh as well. Divyesh, here, as much as Aryan Khan's lawyers may defend that he had nothing on possession, the NCB coming out with more evidence, of course, WhatsApp chat-based evidence, but it's incriminating enough. Speaking of doing cocaine, buying weed worth 80,000 rupees, that's not small quantity. They're speaking of large chunks of narcotic substances, which they're trying to procure. Ananya Pandey being the one saying that she will get it. Somehow, she will bring it for Aryan Khan. Do you think this will really be a setback for her in the days to come?
Well, Nabila, these are WhatsApp chats. Remember, WhatsApp chats are not considered as direct evidence, and this is as per a Supreme Court order, and that is why these could be used as supportive evidence, and this could be used further to extract confession, extract further details, further evidences from an accused. Here, it clearly states that they were talking about drugs, they were talking about procurement of drugs, they were talking about consumption of drugs. But remember, in the court of law, WhatsApp, as per the Supreme Court judgment, is not a direct evidence, and that is why this will be used as a supportive evidence to show that Aryan Khan did discuss about drugs, he did communicate regarding drugs, he was talking about procurement of drugs, and Ananya Pandey was helping him, and that is why Ananya Pandey is under scanner. As of now, Ananya Pandey hasn't been booked by the agency, she is being examined by the agency, and the agency is trying to further get details from her, further extract a confession out of her, further record her statement. This statement, if she records, if she gives any confession, if she gives any details, then it could be used as evidence in the case. But as of now, these WhatsApp chats are supportive evidence in nature, and that could indicate that this person was indeed involved in procurement or consumption. But remember, in the court of law, as per the Supreme Court judgment, WhatsApp chats are not considered as direct evidence, and that is why these are the basis for further interrogation.
Well, absolutely. It remains to be seen how this case pans out, but I'm going to quickly cut focus here on Sameer Wankhede. Sameer Wankhede, the man who is currently leading the probe into the Mumbai drug bust case, now is the center of the spotlight, considering allegations made against him on extortion. Here's his wife, who's also a Marathi actress, Kranti. She's now addressing the media on all the allegations made against her husband. Let's take a listen.
वेगवेगळ्या राज्यांमधनं सपोर्टचे मेसेजेस येतात, महाराष्ट्रातनं पण येतात, पण मला असं वाटतं की मला माझ्या राज्यात घाबरलं नाही पाहिजे आणि मला माझ्या राज्यात सेफ वाटलं पाहिजे. आणि मी ह्याचाही स्वागत करते की आपलं महाराष्ट्र स्टेट, सेंट्रल पोलीस हे सगळे मला सिक्युरिटी देतात. आता पण तुम्ही बघितलं तर मेगा गाडीतनं उतरले, तर येस डेफिनेटली दे आर टेकिंग केअर ऑफ अस. पण ह्याच्यात जी लोक आहेत, जी अँटी समीर वानखेडे लोक आहेत, ती आम्हाला प्रचंड त्रास देत आहेत. आणि माझ्या ऑफकोर्स जे आम्हाला ट्रोल केलं जातं, आम्हाला मारण्याच्या धमक्या दिल्या जातात, आम्हाला लटकवून टाकतील, जाळून टाकतील, अशाही धमक्या येतात. सो मला वाटतं हे सगळं पार्ट अँड पार्सल आहे समीरजींच्या जॉब बद्दल.
मैम, एक सवाल ये कि क्या नवाब मलिक ही इन सबके पीछे है, क्योंकि मुख्यमंत्री ने भी इस तरह की जो एनसीबी की कार्रवाई थी उसको लेकर सवाल खड़े किए थे. बाद में होम मिनिस्टर ने भी कल जब मीटिंग हुई उसके बाद बयान दिया कि जो लोग इस तरह के कार्य कर रहे हैं.
Yes, Sameer Wankhede's wife is taking a press conference. As she's speaking in Marathi, will translate for you. She has said that there is an anti-Wankhede camp in which there are people who threaten her and her family, and they troll them on social media.
मैं बहुत छोटी हूँ, उनके अगेंस्ट यस डेफिनेटली एक पूरी यंत्रणा काम कर रही है. पर आई एम श्योर कि हमारी महाराष्ट्र सरकार इतनी समझदार है और इतनी कोऑपरेटिव है कि वो जरूर जीत सच्चाई की ही करेंगे, और वो जरूर समीर जी के साथ खड़े होंगे जब उनको सच्चाई का पता चलेगा.
एक बार ये इल्जाम लग रहा है कि समीर वानखेड़े जो है वो बीजेपी की कठपुतली है, केंद्र सरकार जो है महाराष्ट्र सरकार को गिराना चाहती है, और समीर वानखेड़े जो है बीजेपी के फेवर में काम कर रहे हैं.
She's saying that she is expecting support from Maharashtra government. She says that she trusts Maharashtra government, and Maharashtra government will do the right thing in this entire allegations which are being made by against Sameer Wankhede.
100% में से 3% या 2% कलाकार होंगे, लेकिन बाकी के सब रियल ड्रग रिलेटेड डॉन्स है.
It's not that Sameer Wankhede only goes after the celebrities or Bollywood personalities, but out of 100% there will be 3% cases in which Bollywood celebrities are involved, and it doesn't mean or conclude that Wankhede goes after Bollywood celebrities or celebrities who are famous to gain publicity.
किसी को ऐसा लगता है या कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को लग रहा है कि वो अपने फेवर में या अपने फेवर में नहीं है, तो मुझे लगता है उनको ये चीजें दिमाग से निकाल देनी चाहिए.
That any political party should not think that Sameer Wankhede is working against their interests. He is working in the interest of the society, and if somebody, a political party, thinks that he is working against them, they should remove this from their mind. He is not against any political party.
मतलब हमेशा ऐसा डर लगा रहता है कि कोई अभी सस्पिशियस व्यक्ति भी हमको दिखता है, तो कोई हमें देखता भी है तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये ऐसा बार बार क्यों देख रहा है, जो भी है. तो डेफिनेटली हमें ट्रोल्स आते हैं, सारे फेक अकाउंट से आते हैं, और हमें धमकियां दी जाती है कि आपको लटकाया जाएगा, आपको जलाया जाएगा, अब देखिए हम आपकी कैसे परेड कराते हैं, हम आपको पब्लिक में जला देंगे. तो आई थिंक ये सारे स्क्रीनशॉट्स हमने लिए हुए हैं, और ये सारी चीजें हम लोग ट्रैक कर सकते हैं, आई एम श्योर थ्रू साइबर सेल की ये कहाँ से मैसेजेस आ रहे हैं. इसके सारे स्क्रीनशॉट्स हमने लिए हुए हैं, और ये वक्त आने पे हम जरूर देंगे, और वो सारे अकाउंट जरूर ट्रैक होंगे, और फिर पता चलेगा कि ये कौन सी PR मशीनरी है जो हमारे अगेंस्ट काम कर रही है.
कुछ नाम बता सकती है?
नहीं, मैं कुछ नहीं बता सकती, ये तो सबूत डिसाइड करेंगे. हाँ चलो.
There you have it, Kranti Redkar, who is Sameer Wankhede's wife. She speaks of the kind of target that her husband has been made, or the kind of people who have been threatening him, and that evidence has already been collected, and that she along with her husband will be taking this up to court. Even the police have been informed about the threats that their family has received. Remember, Sameer Wankhede has filed an affidavit in a sessions court in Mumbai saying or alleging that there are people the likes of Nawab Malik. He said it explicitly without in fact naming Nawab Malik there, but he says that many politicians in Maharashtra there trying to tarnish his image. He's become the target only because he's doing his duty right. He says his family is being hounded, his mother, his father, his wife, they're being hounded, they're being trolled heavily, and that he's being subjected to harassment only because he's carrying out his duty. While that said, you have allegations of extortion to the tune of 25 crores that's been made by one of the witnesses in the case against Sameer Wankhede.